We'll talk to Michelle next then. We will bring Michelle up. Hi, Michelle. You are on the line. What would you like to talk about today? Michelle?
Another child.
Yeah.
Michelle? Hi, are you okay?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was on hold and I was in a conversation with somebody else.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
What would you like to talk about today? That's okay.
Am I speaking with you?
You are I am Shannon. You are speaking with me, I am Shannon, and you are also speaking with Will, who hasn't said anything to you yet, but is here, I promise.
Yes.
Oh.
I am
was just wondering if are you atheist?
I'm an atheist. Yeah. Will if my understanding is agnostic.
I'm an agnostic atheist, yeah, by my own terminology, at least.
Okay, there you go.
What's the difference? Like an atheist is an atheist, and you believe in God. You believe in God. There ain't no different kind of levels of believing in something. Either are you aren't.
Well, philosophers would probably argue with you very vehemently about that, but I would say it's safe to say that neither one of us has an active belief in God.
Yes.
Okay. How could you not believe in it? There's something out there.
I could give you a fairly reasoned response. I don't actually think it's plausible, and any definition that I've been approached with or exposed to or gone out and sought has either internal inconsistencies that make the definition itself incoherent or are innocuous enough that it's indistinguishable from nothing.
Okay. Did you ever stop and close your eyes and just ask God, are you real? Are you out there? Have you ever even, because a lot of the reason why some people are atheists is because we go such a long period of time of thinking that's what something is. I mean, I myself I always said the Bible's not real. And I was so strongly about it, like so strongly.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's all just some story made up. And I did not believe in God at all. But I never, and then somebody asked me one day, they're like, did you ever stop and just ask and like consider that maybe it was possible and ask if he was
Let
real?
me do it with you right now.
And when I done that,
I'll do it with you right now.
Yeah, my life changed. Have you ever done that?
I'll do it. Oh gosh, when I was deconverting 1,000 billion trillion times, begged, pleaded on my knees.
It might not happen
Absolutely.
right now, this moment, but I bet
it didn't happen then
tonight
either.
when you go to sleep, like you'll have a dream.
Michelle, I promise you I won't. I really promise you I won't. I promise you I won't. I won't.
Have you?
Do I dream? Yeah, no. I might have a dream. You're right, but I don't. It's not going to bring me back to a belief in God, Michelle. It's not.
What's the last dream? Can I ask you a question? What's the last dream that you remember dreaming?
The last dream I remember dreaming was probably a couple nights ago, and I think I was dreaming about a softball game that I was playing the day before. We won that softball game, if it's any consolation, but it had already happened. Yeah, we did. It was a charity tournament. Michelle, you seem really sure that. So do you think that God has shown himself to me and that I just didn't recognize it, or do you think he's choosing not to because I haven't asked him enough times?
I think that there's things that happen to everybody on a daily basis, whether it's losing your car keys or you buying a scratch-off ticket and happen to win. Like,
right.
We all have a purpose. Like, we're all here for a reason.
I don't think that we are, and I don't think that God is giving people winning scratching tickets and then letting children die of cancer on the same day. You know what I mean? Like, I think that people see that those are false positives.
Right.
It's a confirmation bias. When something good happens, you're giving credit to God. And when bad things happening, you're not giving him blame. You're looking at like little tiny bits of good things that happen and saying, well, that must be where he resides. But if he's everywhere, then he has to also be in the bad things. And then that brings up more problems. That brings up the problem of evil. That brings up the problem of divine hiddenness. And then we're still not even to a definition, Michelle. You haven't even defined to me what God is or would be. You've just told me that maybe I didn't ask him enough. and then just said that there must be a purpose in life.
You're asking me what God is or could be?
Well, you believe in
Is that
God,
what you
right?
said?
You believe in God, I'm
I
assuming,
believe
if you're
in,
giving me the
I mean,
call.
I believe in, yeah. I believe
So
in
what?
God.
Tell me what
I
you
believe
believe in.
like,
What is he? What is it?
there's just something out there bigger than us. We're not here just to be here. Like,
What
whether
is
you
that
want to call
thing
it God
bigger than us?
or you,
So you think there's just some general thing that's out there that's bigger than us? What does that mean?
yeah, it's God. Like,
Does
it's there's
it
something
want to have
out
a
there.
relationship with you?
It-
Does it want to have a relationship with you
Have you ever,
specifically?
have you ever considered stopping? Yeah, like I have a relationship with God. Sometimes you don't hear from him a lot, just like sometimes you have friends and you don't hear from them every single day.
What does that
But
relationship
it's
look
a
like?
spirit, so it's deeper. It goes deeper than that, and
So is
you
it just a feeling?
it's more than a
describe
feeling.
what
A
it is.
feeling comes with it, but you just feel it. I mean, you
So-
just know it's God. But
So you
have
have
you
a
ever had
feeling and you
stuff
just
happen to
know it's
you?
God. Stuff
Yeah,
happening.
how can you
Yes, I've
not?
had. So what do you mean
don't
by
say you
stuff
had those
happening to me?
feelings of weird things happening? Has nothing weird ever happened to you?
Very weird things have happened to me. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll try and like just Michelle.
Well, you want to
I
thank
guess really
God
what we're
for
trying to
those
get
things.
at is like, well, the thing is like, okay,
even the bad
on-
things,
on the
everything
weird
passes through
things.
God that happens.
yeah, then the weird things happening wouldn't be any more evidence than the bad or good things happening. The thing we're really asking you is, okay, you have a feeling, right? And that's lovely. But that's not really
you not have a
communicable to
feeling?
us or to anyone else. No, I've never had that feeling. So Shannon has gone
You
through her
don't have
journey
feelings? You
with
wouldn't cry
religion.
if you stubbed your toe really hard?
No, Michelle, let's let him
But
explain.
that's
He's trying to
drastically
explain.
Yeah, so I've never felt called to God. I've never felt this divine energy in me that you're describing. And lots of people haven't. Or at the very least, lots and lots of people have felt what you're describing in very, very different ways. So I guess what we're asking is like, if you try and place
Exactly,
yourself
'cause you gotta
outside of your
tap into
experience,
that. You gotta ask
wait,
for
but
it. That's
if you
a big group of people that's not ever asked for it. You have to
No,
stop
Michelle,
and
you don't know what
consider it's
atheists
possible.
are. Then. Like most of us have asked for it ardently on our knees, night after night, with tears in our eyes, begging. So we not only have we've asked for it, and it not happening was a part of our
Okay, but
deconversion
did
journey.
you
A
ever
lot.
consider maybe?
No, stop, Michelle. Michelle, this is the producer. You have got to let the hosts finish talking. They're letting you talk. They're letting you say your statement. You either called for a conversation or you called to talk over them. And right now, you're showing you're not listening to them by not even letting them finish a thought before you start in on yours. So please, if we're going to continue this call, you are going to politely listen. And then when they stop or they ask you a question, that's when you'll talk. That's how conversations work.
Okay, quit gish galloping me.
Okay, nobody's gish galloping you.
that's not what Gish Gallop means.
Define
it's
gish gallop,
not.
Michelle. Go ahead.
No, it's okay, Jimmy. It's okay. Michelle, I really believe that you called in earnest, which is why I'm being
No, she hung
impatient,
up,
because I
and-
believe. Oh, I think
She
she
hung
called
up.
in earnest.
I don't. As soon as she said
You
the
don't?
keys thing, as soon as she said car keys, I was like, this is a fake caller. And then she just said Gish Gallop in response to, hey, let the host talk. There are people in the chat too who think that is they were mentioning a YouTuber, they think it was, that it sounds like some other YouTuber that I'm not familiar with. But I as soon as she said, you find your car keys or you win a lottery, I was like, the chances that this person's for real is down. But anyway, I didn't hang up on them. I literally just interjected to say, you're being a fucking rude asshole. It's literally
I
happened
really
like,
thought that she was in earnest, which is why I was being so patient. Because I thought that okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I was open to it. I just wasn't open to her for the 17th time interrupting you.
Yeah, I don't think it was going anywhere anyway. I think you're probably right. I think that she was just, she wouldn't listen. Like, she just kept saying, you don't. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Michelle, if you were in earnest, call again and we will have. There was no true liars. If I ask for Michelle to call again and she does that mean that she's God? Because I asked and she arrived. Is that what that means?
Well, I mean, also,
I don't have a.
Sorry, I was at this point to my other troll evidence, the pedantic use of, so you've never had that feeling? And he says no. So you've never felt it? You didn't feel anything when you stub your toe? That sort of equivocation, rapid jump where you're just listening for key words so you can then try and either she was a troll or she actually does not have the mental ability to participate in this conversation. That would make us look like anything but shit for taking her on.
Hello, I'm Jimmy Snow, Pokemon Master and executive producer on The Line. Would you like to support a specific show on The Line or The Line in general? There are special tiers on our Patreon and in our channel memberships. You can do just that. By the way, you could consider leaving a super thanks down below. You could also like, subscribe, and leave a regular comment. All of these are great. Now, I'm going to get back to crushing loneliness, but while I do that, why don't you check out one of these?